Lockwood will kick off today's Gallop Racer episode here with the Grade 1 King Cup Spring. This race is going 16 furlongs, I believe. On the turf, and yeah, pretty excited for what Lockwood can do. Just showing you his pedigree, of course. Yeah, 16 furlongs on the turf. Lockwood kicks us off, followed by Big Friday, our 3-year-old colts. Take you guys down to Big Friday. 8 ranked here. Mr. Big Friday, looking ready to rock and roll. He'll be consistent by Gentle House out of Butterfly Effect. Yeah, I'm hoping I can try to get in better rhythm with him. Technically speaking, we've actually dropped the last 3 races now that I think about it. And despite the fact that I think he looks okay, with the exception of just not knowing the question mark stats, yeah, I need to win with him. Or I'll lose him, actually, in the in an open. And I dropped him in class clearly probably for that reason. I don't know what it is about him, but is he still growing? No, he should be at his peak. Yeah, he's kind of weird. Butterfly Effect, she's been like that as a broodmare. We've had some solid quality horses from her, and then some that are strange. Falling Stars, are you up today? I don't think so. Third on the card will be Rapid Blade, 6-year-old mare. You get to the top. Miss Blade by Long Live Bolero out of Butterfly Effect. One of the last, if not the last, remaining descendant of the great Bolero bloodline in this game. As you can see, she's coming into form. We're on a winning streak here with Rapid Blade. She's literally one of the hottest horses in the barn as we speak. And she's like top 5 in several of the stats that I would have already shown you guys in one of the recent update videos. So I hopefully should have it linked. And I'll probably keep it linked for the next month or two so everyone can keep in tune with how our horses are actually performing. But yeah, she's been on a roll. You know what I mean? So feeling good with her as of late. She'll be up in the Singapore Grade 1. Marksman, stablemate down here. He'll be up in the Grade 1. I'm testing everybody this week now. I'm deciding, okay, who's capable of being a horse that I can take on some serious title chasing campaigns, and who's a horse that might just be an interesting or fun experimental, like chase just big money earnings or chase long distance races, or maybe just grade 2s, grade 3s, right? There's unique stuff like that of course I'll do. Marksman by Fairy Singer out of Butterfly Effect. And yeah, struggled in that last race last time out, but I think we'll try to bounce back. Remember, he won the Gallop Racer World Turf, guys. He won one of the biggest races of the year just a couple months ago. I mean, basically half a year ago, a little over half a year. So like he's on the decline, but 85 power rating, 78 temper. This is still a horse that can win under the right conditions, and that's the key. I have to get Marksman into range today. 9.2 furlongs for that race. I think we'll be able to get it done. Hopefully we'll have favoritism. Flying Home. Nice test for her in Long Beach. She should be able to do it. She's pretty good. Pretty good. I dropped the last 2 races with her, and despite that, still 6 grade 1s for this 4-year-old filly. Out of 14 lifetime starts, 10 wins, 1 place, 1 show. Guys, she's in the money. 12 starts, 12 times out of 14 starts. This is the money that's this is a horse that would be making a lot of people consistent money in reality, right? Outside of those last 2, and I can't really tell you what happened. But, yeah. Flying Home, man, she feels like a horse I can really race until her retirement. I'm hoping I can. Doesn't mean I will, but she feels like that type of horse. Revenge, her stablemates. My Gentle House had a Butterfly Effect. Yeah, Flying Home, I'm real happy that we stargazing. Forgot to mention that. Revenge, he will be up in the Grade 3, and he is declining, but still pretty solid. I mean, the heart rating and response still both being 93 and 94. I got lucky with that. Good dirt rating, okay, and a great turf rating. Goes 10 to 15, 81 power. Like, yeah, the stamina is not great. The speed is certainly lacking, but this is a horse that's built for distance. So this is a guy that can race for a while. I think he really got the best of Gentle House and Butterfly Effect for the most part. And I just really need to start stringing together some wins with him. Even if that means dropping him in class. I feel like, I don't know what's holding him back. The toughness rating at 35 is not good. I think maybe that's track dependent, but it feels like it's something still kind of holding him back. I don't know if he has a bad auto or latent ability we don't know about. Hopefully not. I don't think he should, but yeah, I feel like he's underachieved, and I need to start getting him into that window. 9 finishes in the top 3 out of 11 starts. Again, that's not bad, but still, like, need to start stringing together some really consistent wins. Rocky Hurricane, he'll be up. And, yeah, I think I'm just doing grade 2s with him, so it's actually kind of fun. You know, I'm treating him like Naked Chariot, so to speak, for anybody familiar with him as a sire in this game, which most of you should be. Kind of treating him like my Naked Chariot type of horse. I don't expect him to get above this S rank that he's currently at. Beautiful guy there. And, yeah, you look at his stats here on the left, and you can see he's just kind of eh. You know, he's like top and bottom heavy, basically, and then just kind of not great in the middle. But if he can string together consistent grade 2 performances in the top 3, that's really all I'm doing. He is a fun horse to ride with, and I just don't want to lose him because I'm trying to chase grade 1s. That's just me being honest. So he's kind of the exception, and unless I feel like he's struggling to even place well in grade 2s, that's really what I'm going to do with him for probably the next couple of years. Because 86, he's fast. Could I be winning grade 1s? Possibly, but again, like, I'm not doing that with him. I want to max him out with grade 2s and see as a sire what that does. If we get an awesome line of horses from a grade 2 sire, okay, that's something meta-wise that I'm kind of code breaking in real time, and I would like to be able to showcase that. And I can't showcase it if I start taking every horse that I use and just putting them in grade 1s because they're capable of running them, right? Sometimes you gotta make the hard decisions and stick to the plan, which is what we're doing. Desert Runner, he'll also be up. Grade 2, S ranked. And I acquired him in the shop. I like Desert Runner. Nice stamina, good power, good heart rating, good feel. Likes pack, close race, okay, I like those abilities. I've just been sticking him to opens, but I think he's obviously ready to move up in class. 9 finishes in the top 2 out of 13 starts. Almost at his peak, so yeah. I don't know if I'll chase grade 1s with him. I think I'm going to try him out in a couple just to see how he responds, because he might be able to do it. That stamina certainly puts him in contention, and I should be, right? But again, my goal is winning races with him that we can win. Like, I want to go on a winning streak with some of these horses. So if that's grade 2s, it's grade 2s. If it's grade 3s, it's grade 3s. If it's grade 1s, it's grade 1s. I just want to be in a flow state, guys. I think that's important for our success, and I think that's going to help overall for the sires and the broodmares when we come back to the series. Quiet Bolero. I know you're not connected to our great Bolero, but, like, could you be? Ooh, Abigail. It's a filly with a really, 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 really bad temper. But she's a proceeder with a pretty good leg type. She's not, like, awful. Let's be honest, guys. Look at her. She's not awful. She's not. Admit it. She's not awful. She's 3 years old right now. Oh, I'm feeling dangerous today. Let's go. Yeah, maybe this will, like, bring, like, Pink back in my good graces. Because remember, she does this thing every 6 months where, like, she doesn't want to talk to me. So I'm like, maybe we can change that here with the 3-year-old filly Quiet Bolero. Oh, I'm excited for that one. I admit, I'm actually excited for that one because there's nothing to lose. Like, if I lose the race, like, she's just going to be more upset with me. I feel like I hear, like, this baby bird. And, like, right now it's, like, 7:30 p.m. And it's like, meow. Which really sounds like a cat now that I think about it. Anyways, Obvious Melody. This is another really good horse. The field rating's not great. I don't really like that, but sprinter, front runner. Yeah, like I said, I'm feeling dangerous today. Let's go. Pushing the limits here. And that's just in Gallop Racer terms, which means riding on horses that might actually... Oh, wow. 90 speed. 17 temper. No way. Well, and hates pack? Oh, that's the horse that just gets, like, upset about anything during the race and the race is ruined. Yeah, not really worth it for me. Green Express. You're not bad as well. I don't know what voice that is. Maybe that type of episode, guys. So strap in. It's going to be a long one, but... yeah. I know I'll probably need to split it at some point, but I'll try to make this one a little bit longer than I usually do, so... yeah, no. No challenges today. I would consider her, like, the in-game NPC best friend of, like, my character, but, like, today, not happening. We're gonna stick to the mission. All right. All right. Well, Lockwood, again, is up in the Grade 1 King Cup Spring, 16 furlongs. He's going to be on the path here to try and win 4-year-old and up. I think that's attainable for him. And a long champ title. Third favorite. Split effort is the favorite, the 4-horse. Guys, when I do post parades, it's going to be quick, so I apologize for anybody that wants like a really slow, deliberate post parade, but that takes too much time, and I just can't do that anymore. I just want to get through it, but at least show you the horses. Their stats, I'll do it for some horses that I'm interested in, not for everyone, because let's be honest, some horses are just not good in this game, and that's completely normal and fine, and Tecmo did that for a reason. So, Lockwood, let's show you him. Top 3, yeah, you know, talked about it. As a sire, I think, as a closer as well for my preferred running type, I have to use him a couple of times. We have to take the chance with him having bears, but he has pretty good abilities. Buy Gentle House out of Real Happy. I like horses out of Real Happy because they do run sort of with the Real Happy type of running style. They don't really give me issues compared to some of my other horses in this game. So it's a pedigree I like to keep out of kind of safety, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. 2 is Prime Smile, ridden by Nielsen. The 4, Common Inspector. One of you probably noticed this horse before I did, but wow. I feel like I've been racing against him quite a bit. Remember I told you guys probably a couple episodes ago about us doing exclusive selective breeding just for these horses to pop up like this so we can race against them, not for me to actually ride them? Common Inspector is a prime example of this. It's like 2 or 3 episodes in a row now, so just kind of warming you guys up to the idea that it's happening. And I don't know when, but like it's going to happen. But think about the possibilities. The only downside is we may not know their stats, so I will have to try to acquire a ride with them at some point. But hopefully, if the game doesn't retire them before they're like 4 or 5 years old, I can try to acquire them maybe at 4 or 5. I don't mind missing them for their first year and a half to 2. Most of my horses at this point usually take two years to actually fully develop to being competitive, graded stakes, potential champion winning racehorses. Like in the first year and a half, some of them will show early signs, but you know, the consistency that I need and want, I would say it's more on the rarer side. It's just I can find a flow state, you know? It's good, but sometimes I want a little bit more than that. So, Common Inspector. Buy Gentle House at a Black Ruby. Yeah, I don't know what it was about this dude. I just couldn't figure it out with him. He probably has a weird stat in there from Black Ruby, but he's the 3. Split Effort is the favorite 4-horse. We'll take a look at the favorite stats. Actually, I think we'll look at the stats for the top 3 horses in general, maybe top 5 on occasion. Everybody else, like if they end up showing up, then okay, like we kind of figure that, or maybe it's like a rare occasion. But Split Effort, favorite, deservingly so, also has bears. 5 is Sparking Justice, ridden by Johns. 6, General Chief, 4-year-old colt, ridden by Ross. 7 is New Lavender. Elmora has the ride here for this 4-year-old colt. The 8 is Bold Love, ridden by Hanson. 5 years old here. 9 is Fairy Voice, 5 years old, ridden by Thorpe. 10 is Gradual Attire, another 4-year-old colt in this field. 6-year-old horse here, nice game, ridden by Kramer, 5th favorite. 12 is Red Ending, 6-year-old horse. 13, Luke Jupiter, 4-year-old colt. And 14 is Silver Arrow, Newman, 2nd favorite in today's race. Silver Arrow is so stinking scary. I don't like it. But I'm going to try to pull off a sleeper with Lockwood. And I think we're kind of outgunned here, so we're going to have to be out. We're just going to have to be smart. Again, I'm just going to try to play this one tactical. That's usually what I do when I find myself at a disadvantage. I'm like, okay, I'm not maybe going to win outright. I will level the playing field in a different way. In this case, in this race, yeah, we're going to have to have a really heck of a run as a closer here. So my spurt's going to be everything. But it's 16 furlongs, so hopefully I can save more endurance than even the front runners. Maybe somebody will create a hot pace at the front. That's really what I'm hoping. In fact, I don't even have to get a great start. And I'm not going to, and that's okay. Because we need to be last. We're like the safety car in Formula 1, or any racing series for that matter. Well, in Formula 1, obviously starting at the back of the field before the race is what I'm referring to. In this case, that's our deal here with Lockwood. We are to make sure we keep everything in front of us. Now, it's going to be hard because Lockwood's still not, like, insanely fast, He just has good enough speed to make a long run. And I'm just going to have to time it right. But there's a chance he could burn out depending on how this race ends up in the last couple of furlongs. So, like, I'm calling it now and I'm saying be mindful that it could happen. But I know my horse. I know his limits. I also know his capabilities, and I know he can beat any horse in this race. And I'm just going to take an easy trip with him and just keep him right here. Locke, we're okay, bud. He's, like, not happy with the pace here, but it's like, dude, we're not going faster. Sorry. This is as fast as we're going today. Until we get to the final bouts of the race. So 9.5 furlongs left to go. Look at our competition. Split effort and nice gain. Both contenders with Kramer and Thompson on board. Right here at the back with us. I know, Lockwood, you want to go a little bit faster, and if I slow him down anymore, he's going to be upset. But it's like, this is too slow. And you're a closer. I don't have the option of running you anywhere else. Like, this is what I meant by, like, I was hoping for a fast pace, and, like, no, who's at the front taking their sweet freaking time like it's a Sunday stroll? Gotta be honest, I'm the person that, like, if you're just taking a Sunday stroll and just blocking everyone's time, I'm not gonna lie, you're kind of, not speaking to you, but it's just, like, it's one of those things where I'm like, that person, a little bit inconsiderate, yeah. It's Silver Arrow and Newman on a Sunday stroll. You know, that's why I've kind of drifted away from Newman in-game. I feel like his riding style has kind of turned to that, a bit of a douche. And, like, Lockwood is upset with me, but, like, what am I supposed to do? Slow him down? If I slow him down too much, sometimes that upsets the horse too much, and then he gets uncontrollable. I can't risk that. We've all had it happen in this game. Just gonna have to take the ride here. So take the ride. Nice, easy trip. We're gonna stalk from the inside. Gonna switch whips here. Get him on the run now. See if we can poke through and catch these horses napping.
And they're in the home stretch.
Yeah, I need a better run. It's probably not going to be enough distance to close the gap. Probably going to be way too much. Yeah, unless I get a stretch burst, it's possible, but probably not. Way too late.
Show your gut.
Yep, that's my fault, but you know, that's a prime example as well of, like I said, I have to be smart about getting the horse in the right position to win the race. That's not me doing it. You know? The late start, not worried about that. Again, we needed to be last, but that's kind of us being a victim of his leg type. If I could have ran him as a closer or even a mid-runner type, or even if I would have taken the sacrifice to do that, I probably could have had a better showing. I felt, let's be honest, guys, if you were riding him, he was on the verge of actually going red, right? Being irate that the pace was so slow. I did not want to risk that and not even have a chance to finish in the end and burn him out. I was a little bit slow on the spurt, but I felt like we were a victim of the insanely slow pace at the front there, in my opinion. I don't care what the game says. Like, I was hoping for a competitive front runners to kind of burn the field out. But it's 16 furlongs, I get it, but yeah, that's not a good ride for me. Quiet Bolero, this 5-year-old filly that she's not in a good mood for not having raced in a while, but again, she's not my horse. I'm going to take the chance because if we can manage to finish better than 5th with her today in this race, in this mile, yeah, she's someone I'm going to check on consistently to get a couple more rides with her. So don't get me wrong, I'm bummed out about that race with Lockwood. I hope the game doesn't punish me and take him away, but at the same time, like, that's understandable, and I'm not going to be upset. I like Lockwood. I want to keep him around. Like I said, he should be my safety net, but at the same time, he's a little bit past his prime, so when you have a race like that where you need him to be a little bit faster, right? His speed is what, 74? His stamina is 77. If his speed was 85, that makes a difference. I'm closing that gap for sure, and I'm probably finishing in the top 3, even if it's just by a nose. That's just me making a prime example of sometimes why I need my horses to have very specific stats, very specific running types. That's just the way I play the game. It's no disrespect or no shade to anybody else. It's just like, I feel like that's the way I can maximize it. Lockwood is one of those horses where, again, like I said, has to be tactical with him. If it's not, there's the result. That race, a half a furlong longer, I get started a little bit earlier. We close the gap. We finish in the top 3. Maybe we even snipe a win, but it doesn't happen. This 5-year-old filly, though, see what we can do with her. And granted, she has all triangles shaded. So I can run her anywhere except to lead the race. And again, there's no risk here with her. So I'm just kind of doing what I want to do. It's kind of allowing myself to get back into a good flow state. But we're max stamina, which I did not reach with Lockwood because the pace was so slow. So, yeah. That's the one case I wish Lockwood was a little bit more flexible. But I may just have to start running him out of his light type and take the risk, you know? Top 5 goal here. See if we can do it. Now we're kind of getting burnt. I'm not really sensing a drive and a kick yet, but still some race left, so we'll see maybe if there's an answer. Is there a response here in Quiet Bolero? Not a response. Not a response. Not a response. I have to still go easy. Do we even finish 5th? 7th? Nope. And again, that's another time of me just kind of taking it slow. Talking about Sunday Stroll on the spurt, but Dandy Partner lights it up with a 137 flat to set the record. So yeah. That was, Field kind of pulled away there, obviously. And like I said, the slow start on my end. Intentional, but that's what I do in these races. I explained it over and over. When I'm on a new horse or a filly or a young colt, especially if they're one of mine, or I'm test riding a horse, I intentionally kind of hold them to see if they're a horse that can respond quickly. Eastside Band, I can do it. Rapid Blade, I think she's that type of horse that I'm starting to be able to do it with. Revenge is showing that type of drive. Rock Your Hurricane. Heart of Stone. Storm of Owl. Right? Storm Owl, excuse me. These are horses flying home. I'm able to kind of... I've been able to showcase that with, right? So if I can't do that on a horse, even if it's a slow or a late start, that's not a horse I'm going to win on. That's just my honest truth. And I just have to be honest with myself about it. But... it's made playing the game actually a little bit more enjoyable for me because it's a weight lifted. I'm not feeling like I have this invisible pressure of having to pretend like I have to win on every horse. It's just not going to happen. And not even on some of my own horses, depending on where they are, how the pace goes, what the conditions are. But yeah, Obvious Melody. This is another test ride, so there's no pressure here. Solo Runner, 7th. Ober Odds, 88 speed. I think this horse is stacked. I really do. So I'm aiming... I can control the pace. 51 stamina. Okay. This horse is still growing. So to me, this horse could hit 63, 64 stamina maybe by its peak. Not bad. So I'm giving this 3-year-old a test ride here. Like I said, I'm feeling dangerous and I'm taking risks. Taking risks, guys, doesn't mean it always works. Sometimes it blows up in your face, and that's the point. But I'm learning from it. And I'm really kind of fine-tuning the type of horses I want to find out, but I'm willing to take the risk of failing if that means learning something about it, you know? It'll never scare me in life. We're off with Obvious Melody, and it's a good start. We need one because she's a front runner, so let's try to... There we go. Nice. It's a mile, so I don't want to have her going too fast, but just to make sure we're establishing the pace and we're not going to be challenged by the 12 or the 6. Anyone like that. Okay, so... And him. Excuse me. There for the 12, the 6, the 3 is in the mix at the back. Slender Angel, not really much of a chance here today, but that's a horse that will pop up in the top 5 every now and then. Solo ability finally tapped in. I feel like I haven't actually unlocked that. In a way, on a horse, in probably a year in this game, or close to it. Feels like a while. I don't have many horses with that ability for one, so kind of often running on my own, but they kind of have let me control the pace. Okay, and I'm going to get going here with Obvious Melody, and we're going to see if we can catch him napping. Down the stretch we come with Obvious Melody. We have a good run. Challenge for the 9. I'm not even going to check to see who that is. I can't afford to. I'm just trying to stay focused here. 9's probably going to catch us, but Obvious Melody is looking on board for a podium. Obvious Melody. Could we hold on? We may have held on there. I don't know. Wow. I'm proving things in real time, people. Let's go! Hopefully that was not a super microphone head inducing moment there for the headphone users. What a win! What a win from Obvious Melody. I told you guys, like, I'm not stressing, you know, those races, yeah, I wish I could have won them and had better results, but I think I was a victim of some race conditions, and that happens. So the best jockeys, the best riders in the world, even some of which of you may be doing it in your real time, you've probably been a victim of that yourself at some point, right? And we set the freaking record. Like I told you, I'm feeling dangerous today, and that's the dangerous that ends up being the win. Proving everything in real time here, folks. Oh, let's go. Talk about a big win there. Obvious Melody striking the board. Beating Cutting Crystal, Green Express, Danger Palace. Talk about proving my point in real time. Let's freaking go. That's a save, worth the save, worth the save, is it not? What a horse. Like I said, the horse is still peaking. A year and a half away from its best. I said I was feeling dangerous for a reason. Now I'm just waiting to see where we can save it. Yeah, this is kind of the new bunch of replays we have. There's somebody we have a bunch of. Cleopatra has so many. You can keep her Diamond Cup. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep the Chicago Cup. We'll race the Diamond. Obvious Melody, welcome to the HRG Replay Hall of Fame here. Big win there for Obvious Melody. Let's watch it. Setting the record 136.9. Going 8 furlongs a mile. A furlong longer than she's supposed to run. Like I said, feeling dangerous. That's what I like to see. Oh man, I told you, I like the horse. I like the horse. I'm definitely looking for this 3-year-old. Because yeah, 3 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Hoping I'm getting the age right, not mistaking the races. Because we're in 2 classifications here with the 1000 to 2000 Gs. So you guys will correct me, and obviously I'll know a couple minutes here once this replay is over. But man, told you, like the horse, like the look of it. We were able to control the pace. That's a front runner I like. You know what I mean? Did not panic. Stayed competitive. Stayed driven. I thought the 9 may have had a chance to pass us, but no. Obvious Melody kicked into another gear just to hold on to win by a nose. So, you know, that's what I mean. Like, I waited to see when the field was coming. Then you see I start to go. A couple taps there. And then we're off and running. There's the 9 coming to challenge there. Obvious Melody still running. Cutting Crystal trying. Obvious Melody just beat Cutting Crystal. Keep that in mind, folks. Like, Obvious Melody beat Cutting Crystal. No revolution. No cheats. Just held on there. Come on, man. That's a big win. That's a big win. That's a big win there for Obvious Melody. Record. Let's freaking go. Whoa, that's powerful riding. Was it? That's just how Silver talks. Like, look at him. Like, why are you talking with a cigar in your mouth, dude? Like, just be normal, man. Lone runner, quick position, best speed. Was quite a thing to see. Oh, I told you. That was a replay for the Hall of Fame. That's why I saved it. Yes, so excited about that. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I finished, what, 7 with Lockwood, then... Just notice these racers are, like, way out of order. Lockwood, yeah, so those were horses I was not expected to ride. Duh. So yeah, kick it off the card. Not good for our own Lockwood, and then Quiet Bolero. That was just whatever. We finished 7th instead of 5th. That's not the end of the world. And Obvious Melody, that's the snipe I'm talking about. Boom! Gotcha. Wink. Oh, I love results like those. As soon as Obvious Melody is back, oh, best believe I'm gonna be riding. Quiet Bolero already ready to go. Oh, ha! Yeah. 3-year-old colt here. I like this guy. Like I said, look at him now, guys. We're studying him. Obvious Melody, 5 to 7 furlongs on the turf. Front runner. 88 speed, 79 braking, 88, or excuse me, yeah, basically 88 response. Let's just say that. 86 staying, 73 power, 75 heart, 76 toughness, feel 32, temper 42, stamina 51. Look here. I'm going to have to obviously monitor the stamina in the race as the front runner, but I can control the pace. In 88 speed, he's fast, dude. This is a fast colt you're looking at. That's a fast boy out there. That's a fast boy you're looking at, S-ranked. Okay? I can control the pace in these sprints, in these mile-long races. And unless somebody wants to go faster, you know, I'll make that call if it's worth keeping the lead or maybe just succeeding to just be running neck to neck or something just to save some ground. But I like this horse. I think this could be a really interesting fast front runner line we could get going. Something unique, whether it's a horse I'm riding consistently or a horse that we use for in-game competition, or maybe both. Maybe we breed consistently with several brood mares just with him as a stud alone, right? And then some horses we let go and we compete against them, and some of them we use as horses that we race on. I think I'm just calling it right now. On time I'm recording this is probably, you guys are not going to see this obviously probably a couple days after. It's July 15th, but whenever you see it, okay, it's relevant for the same day. Yeah, this could be something special here with Obvious Melody, so I'm willing to take the chance. Yeah, Silver, finally I feel like we're speaking the same language. We've had this weird tension and friction for like ever in this game, and I'm kind of tired of it. Yeah, let's rock and roll with Obvious Melody and let's make some freaking money. I'm really that simple in life. I'm like, I don't care who you are, where you're from, whatever. If we can talk business and make a deal, like, let's make a deal. You know what I mean? Let's try to save both of ourselves a headache and generally, like, maybe do some good in the process. I don't think that's asking for too much, right? So yes, Quiet Bolero. I kind of want to see how she runs being a little bit more mild-tempered. Like I said, she's not great. I'm willing to take the chance here. James will ride. Oh yeah, it is set in stone. Whatever. Okay, so young mild colt. Do we want to take a race here? Rainy Uranus. I think I was, or Uranus, depending on what part of the world you're from and how you say it. I'm not really interested. Eminent Smile. Kind of thought that said Eminem Smile for a second. I'm like, whoa. Might use that as a name for a horse, just saying it out loud. Blue Spring. But I feel like I haven't recognized you, Blue Spring. Tough grit. Ooh, from outside. That's my running type. I like ya, Blue Spring. Let's rock and roll, brother. Newman, buzz off. Buzz off. Buzz off. I'm riding this colt today. All right. A couple races here. Open with Big Friday. Just trying to drop him in class, get some momentum going back for him. We've lost 3 races. If I lose them, the game's probably going to take him away from me. And again, in real time, he'll become a prime example of a horse that I initially acquired a ride for, and then I kind of just let go because, you know, 8 starts, 6 finishes in the top 2. We're not underachieving, but again, there's something with him I'm missing, and I just don't know if I'm going to figure it out in time, and I'm not going to stress about it. That's just where I'm at with the horse. Guys, I have 27 horses. I'm really not at the point to be stressing about my horses in this game anymore, which is why I want to release them. I want to feel like there are some stakes involved in these races, not just, well, if I lose Big Friday, I lose Big Friday, whatever, you know? Like, we're going to pay 70 cents to win, so if I lose with him, yeah, it's definitely not meant to be, right? I'm saying this in this video right now at whatever mark we're in, 30 minutes, close to it, right? Maybe more or less. If I lose with him in this open, it's not meant to be. It's just fate has decided it, and that's okay. So, I changed his tack though, if you guys noticed. I changed the colors, I gave him a shadow roll. I said, this is the last race for him. I win, and I win convincingly, or it's a send-off. And this is the tack that he'll have as we compete against him, with these silks as the icon that pops up. And I'm kind of, something bittersweet about that for me. There's nothing wrong with him as a horse. I just don't know if we're compatible to make the wins like we should be winning. We've done it. Like I said, 6 finishes in the top 2. I genuinely am not being conceited. His pedigree, I feel like he should be low-key undefeated and just kind of dropping races in weird ways. That's why I feel like it may just be a weird compatibility thing. I love this guy. I want to win and have people essentially not make money because it's like, don't bet on us today. Bet on someone else. It's just me and Big Friday today. That's it. Just me and Big Friday. I'm okay with whatever happens. If he's my guy, he's my guy. If he's going to be someone else's ride, he's their guy. There's no ego for me for that.
The horses are in the gate.
I'm focused on the mission, ladies and gentlemen. I hope he's part of it, but maybe he has his own mission.
And they're off.
Alright, well. Weather app says rain expected, but it's completely blue skies and like the sun is clearly in the sky. I'm not looking at it directly because obviously I don't want to go blind. But just a glance out my window. It's been rain. It's been doing that weird here lately, like just sunny and then all of nowhere rain, and usually that's how it happens based off of warm and cold fronts in the general atmosphere, right? Yeah, wherever they're coming from. It could be states away, regions away, provinces away, depending on where you live, so we get that. So finally a 7. Watch, I get a revolution today. The Big Friday, the big dog. Like, I want it to work. He's by Gentiles at a butterfly effect. Like, he's solid, okay? He's a sire that can provide us a line of such reliable horses if I can keep him around. So, like, he's not a horse I want to lose, but, like, again, I've made my peace that we're here.
This is where the race
We're gonna make it work. Or maybe somebody else will, but... Okay, that's fine, that's fine. We're just gonna kind of stalk here and just wait for an opening. There it
And
is.
they're in the home stretch.
There it is.
Show your gut.
Their spurt. Boom! Let's go. Here we come. Down the stretch. Big Friday. Just going to move a little bit. Not even going to tap the horse. There we go. We're going. Oh, like I said, if it's fate for me to lose him, it was fate for me to lose him. Apparently, it was fate for me to keep this guy. And that's why I dropped him in an open. Sometimes you got to do that, right? You need to get the mojo back with the horse. All right. I'll bring him back up in class. Need to make sure, okay, are we still cool, dude? Big Friday said we're still cool, bro, right? Yahoo! Let's go. That's so obnoxious to do in an open allowance, basically. Like, let's just say he's a fan favorite horse. 10 lengths, crushed it. Yeah, we know that. Direct victory, let's go. Okay. Me and Big Friday are cool. That's all I needed to make sure of. So yeah, that's, yeah, I still want to keep Big Friday for sure. So I'm going to put that in my notes, and that's exactly what I just did. I feel so much better, actually. Just need to make sure, man, okay? And like I said, there's still work to do, but at least I feel like we can maybe build from there, right? Okay, Blue Spring up in the Young Mile Cup here. We're the favorite with this horse I'm giving a test ride on, so let's do my thing. Winner place. I think this is a good colt, right? This is another potential good sire to add to our mix. When I say add, guys, I'm adding these horses and maybe racing them 6 to 10 times max and retiring them. That's how serious I am about having a machine of things running with our breeding. Like, I'm treating this like maybe how some owners probably do it, okay? Like, I'm building that. I'm not... Like, I'm giving you guys nostalgia, replay value, classic stuff, commentary, but I'm also treating this as like an autopilot meta building thing, so I can't be stagnant, right? Got to keep it moving, got to rotate, got to retire, acquire some new blood. It's all part of the game, but it's what makes it enjoyable for me. I'm hoping and hopefully you guys are enjoying all of that in some way, right? Otherwise, I assume you wouldn't. Yeah, I just want it to be more enjoyable in that way. It's always the end goal of this, so let's make it work. But let's see what happens here. This should be interesting. I've never had a ride with this.
The horses are in the gate. And away they go. That was a great start.
Cool. So, get a little bit of a, I was gonna say a top-heavy field, but no. Four-horse, or Eden just decided to say, I'm just going to kind of just do what I want today, and fair enough. That horse is good enough to win the race, so not disrespecting it at all. It's just like, what, 5, 6, 7 lengths here? But, we'll take it.
Okay, this is where the race won.
Blue Spring, this 3-year-old colt. Really like the way he looks. Hope the result shows the same. We need something to open up here. So we're going to be patient,
And they're
Almost the same ride as the last race here. No Revo, but we gotta get going. I'm gonna take the chance to go now. Ah, come on, Blue Spring. Show me what you got here. I know.
Show your guts.
Let's go. There we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. Let's go. Cook him now. And there goes Blue Spring to make it easy.
We have a winner.
Let's go. There we go. That's the flow state I'm talking about. Like, I have to ride with horses that I feel like I can win with, not just a horse that looks good statistically in the game. Everybody should be playing the game that way, in my opinion, more or less. Boom! That's a Young Mile Cup winner. That's a Young Mile Cup winner. Come on, man. Young Mile Blue Spring Cup winner. As the favorite with a 10,400 point eval rating. Talk about a smooth mile of a ride. And a young Cup champion that could be a potential 3-year-old champion at the end of the year if I actually can acquire more rides with Blue Spring. Like I said, I liked him, right? Like the way he looked, statistically speaking, and I think the performance has also shown the same. And yeah, let's try to make something work with Blue Spring. I think he could be special. Like I said, feeling dangerous today. I'm trying to take those chances, not to add more horses because we're rotating horses out anyways. This is another one of those things in the process. Speaking of another one of the horses, if I could say that correctly in that time, Obvious Melody, back up here in the Paris 2000 Gs. It's a mile. Again, we're controlling the pace here, but there's quite a number of front runners. I'm making it my mission to control the pace unless they're going too fast. Sunny Gleam is the favorite next to us, post position 10. Again, this guy's not going to peak really until he's almost 5 years old. He's only 3, people, so... I know some people have used him in the community, so he's a vouch for a horse, but I don't feel like he's really talked about enough, so... Yeah, I'm trying to give him his respect where due. Sunny Gleam, you're the favorite? No disrespect, but why? Huh, I feel disrespected here with Obvious Melody. We're going for the win. And that's all I really have to say about it. Let's make it happen, right?
The horses are on the track.
Cloudy, rainy, gray conditions here on the turf. For the Paris 2000. Eastside band with a 137 flat record at the mile here. Let's go. It's our baby, right?
The horses
Of course.
are in the gate.
It's rock and roll with Obvious Melody. This is one of my enjoyable tracks I like for one of these courses in game. Such a quirky, funky song, but like it totally works. Okay. Not really setting the tempo. We gotta catch Far World. Coming for you. Oh, I know, baby. I know. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Gotta make it happen, bud. Gotta make it happen. Okay. Let's go slow, 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 please. Slow. All right. So really having to hold him back here. This is nothing but a downhill slow. Downhill, so a little bit rough. He may not be max stamina, but this is the race that you just have to run with that. But we get solo, so that's at least a good thing.
And they're in the home stretch.
Okay, now you gotta catch me. Now you gotta catch me. Now you gotta catch Obvious Melody. It is our race to win. It is our race to lose. Sunny Gleam, you're not catching us. I don't care if you have 86 speed. You're not catching us. It's Obvious Melody's day, and this might be my horse after this ride. Let's go! That's a win. That's 2 back-to-back snipes with Obvious Melody. I said I was feeling dangerous today, right? I hope nobody was actually discouraged by the first 2 losses there. Oh, I like this colt, man. I need him today. I need him now. I need this guy. Boom. another fast-paced snipe there with Obvious Melody. 139 flat. 2 seconds off east side bam, but who freaking cares? It's a win. Your riding is what brought such a perfect win. We're going to go big places, buddy. Oh, now that we're talking money, we're going places? Right. I've been saying this the whole time. That's all I've been wanting to do. Let's talk moving the mission forward, right? Let's find the horses. Let's find the right ride that's going to make it happen. Obvious Melody said, we can make it happen. That's 3 wins in a row. Big Friday. Blue Spring, Obvious Melody. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Gotta love it. Let's go. Despite having ratings drop, I don't understand that, but like, who cares? Really indifferent. They want Lockwood in the Summer GP, and yeah, that's... Well, that's where I was gonna put him, but I apparently put one of my other horses in there like a goofball, and it can't scratch, so... Should Lockwood run the mile? I don't really know what to do with Locke, man. Like, I could really retire him now. 6 grade 1s, 16 finishes and top 20. Like, gosh, like, I could really retire him now, right? Totally. It's not great to some people's standards, but I could care less. Like, he is pretty much that type of horse. By Gentle House out of Real Happy, he inherited, I think, some of the lower aspects and attributes, of Real Happy, but we've had a decent run with Lockwood. Like, he hasn't really, like, 16 finishes in the top 3. That's a horse that's making people money for 3 years of their life. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Right? Like I said, I'm trying to take away the pressure of just the game. Like, it's unnecessary. I'm not judging people for playing that way, but sometimes when I hear it and see people say that about their playing experience, I'm like, why are you putting that pressure on yourself? Is that enjoyable for you? I don't feel like that's enjoyable. I don't think Gallop Racer is supposed to be played that way. You know? Look at the colors, the game. Like, it's not supposed to be played where you feel like you have this existential threat or seriousness of having to win it all the time and overachieve. Like, enjoy it. Lose and learn something in it, maybe, right? I don't know. Spring Mile Cup, Alright, Locke. You've done enough. You have nothing really to prove. So, I think for a send-off, I'm going to run him in this Altair. In post? Why? Seriously, in post? And I'm not even saying that as like any shade or disrespect to my horse. I think that's... I don't think there should be an in post. But fair enough. They're saying that we should carry a handicap. Like, I don't agree, personally, but... And I'm not saying that as a shade to Lockwood. I feel like... okay. Like... We've struggled lately. Yeah, I know he's a 9-14. I know that fits within his realm, but, like, he's also technically 2 years past his prime. Saying he should carry a handicap, I think, is a bit much, is what I'm trying to say. You know, he's not at his prime. Saying he should have a handicap because he's still a good long-distance horse and he's still not the best in the nation? Like, come on, man. I don't know. Like, if I'm looking at where he's at now, my stats, I'm just making sure I get all my horses into proper races here. Yeah, I just don't think we should be carrying a handicap. I think that's annoying, but whatever. Just have to rise above it. Big Friday. So glad we made it work, bud, because that was... Yeah, like I said, he's not a bad horse. I totally should be winning with him a lot, and we are, but, like, I want to be winning, so... Alright, now we're stepping up. They want you in the Golden Derby. Again, I just put horses in random races. I'm getting rid of that mindset as I weed through horses, so... Okay, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Spring Mile? Are you capable of really making that happen? I want to figure out what his speed is. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and run this dude in the Spring Mile. Ooh, we can run into Preakness. Aha! Ha 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 ha. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Preakness here for Big Friday. Today. Alright. Totally. Missed the Derby. Kind of forgot. Marksman's would be up in the Fleet Stakes. Golden Monster not riding her again. Red Blade up in Singapore. I think these will be the last 3 to close the card. So I was going to give you guys a long episode, so I hope you've enjoyed. I've had fun. I had a lot of fun today, actually. So that is what I aim for. I'm not forgetting someone, am I? I feel like I am. No, we haven't really raced our custom horses. I've been busy trying to get rides with Obvious Melody and Blue Spring. And I'm going to continue to look for them, obsessively, until they are my horses, officially. So don't think I missed them. Yeah, I'm going to keep looking. I think their sire is worth acquiring. I don't really think anybody should talk, like, anybody would talk me out of that, right? As I rotate some of these guys out, I'm going to start, like, guys, look how many horses are here now. I promise you over the next couple of episodes, you're going to see this list technically shrink in regards to the number of names. You're going to see this red bar grow bigger and bigger, which means there's going to be less scrolling because there's less horses. You're just going to see it. I'm not going to make any major announcements all the time. Sometimes it's just going to be subtle, and it just happens when I'm going through my file offline. You know what I mean? So just be prepared for that. I always like to keep you in the loop of what's happening there, so you guys know what's going on, I should say, with the journey. In my spreadsheet to get back to like my stats, and it's like I'm not doing it. Oh, weird. Okay. Anyways, Marksman's up here. 9.2. Fleet Stakes. 6th favorite. Interesting. I think we have a chance to finish better than that, but you know, whatever. I just decided the game's a little bit drunk sometimes, and if it wants to be drunk, I'll let it be drunk. That's fine. Alright.
The horses are on the track.
Now, don't get me wrong, Lockwood, he's technically on the top 10 list for wins out of all of our horses. Talking about him earlier. Marksman, he has 11 wins to his name, so he's looking for 12 here. Yeah. They're better than, obviously, most of the group, but still, we're looking for the Rapid Blade, Angel Hearts, Little Mai, Pearly Ball, Eastside Band, Green Crystals, right? Possibly Obvious Melody now, Blue Spring. We're looking for those horses, man. Those are where we get Eastside Band type of horses. Tigris of Stone, Cleopatra, Galaxy Star, Butterfly Effect, Chasing Hearts, Delta Dream, Great Bolero. Right, these are some of our best horses in this game that we've created. We get them from acquiring the strongest of the bunch that we have. We can't just race everybody consistently. We can't win with everybody consistently. We have to find the horses we can just make it work with at the best level. I don't know what the heck is happening here with this pack. I don't know why no one wants to move. Are we all seriously mid-pack runners? No, there's like front runners here sitting. What are you doing? Move! Move! Like, you guys are supposed to be at least closer to the front runners. I'm not saying be behind their butts, but like, my goodness.
5 furlongs to go.
They literally just had no incentive to move there for like 2 furlongs. That was really odd. Anyways. So, going for the win with Marksman here. Screw what the game says. And, see if I can make it happen. Coming for you. There we go. Let's go. Nice run. Let's go. Take off. Nice drive here from Marksman. They're going to have to catch us. May have tired him out a bit, but if he's meant to hold on, he'll hold on. It's going to be tough. 3 and 6 are on a charge. I have no idea who that is. Come on, brother. Oh, it's going to get tight. It's going to get tight. Not going to hold on. Barely going to hold on, if anything. He's trying. Nope, 3 and 6 are going to get us right there at the end. It's going to be 3rd or 4th. That's tough, man. Talk about horses coming for you at the end. And with 3rd. Whew. Gotta be honest, I really thought we hit 4th there. I don't know if the game is being, kind of lucky to me, but yeah, we were supposed to finish, like, what, over odds? Or was it top 3? I can't remember, but yeah, we were supposed to finish 6th in the race. Top 3. Yeah, almost won it, so that's not bad at all for Marksman. But again, I feel like that's the max of his level. I'm being honest with you guys. I don't think he'll do better than that unless I get a Revolution or the Perfect Trip. So, might be on the verge of retiring Marksman as well, or just kind of racing him every couple of months until his retirement in lower stakes races. He's another horse like Lockwood. I think they're the same age, guys. I think they've raced long enough. They've both achieved more than most racehorses ever would in a racing career at a high level. So, like, I have no stress with them anymore. But speaking of fun times, 9.5 furlongs here for a track that's finally getting an update, and I really wish some other tracks, including my local Thistledown, would get one, but they don't really seem to care. Despite ranking, just bringing in just buku money, but don't care about renovating the track. But thank goodness, Preakness will be getting a renovation there in Baltimore. So, Big Friday, 4th favorite here. He can run on the dirt. Runs in his pedigree. So, yeah, and it's a little bit of a push, but I want to see how he responds. 64, he's Gentle House and Butterfly Effect. He's well equipped to handle this race and to handle the back-to-back. He is. I'm not saying he'll win, but 4th favorite tells you we can win, right? So, let's see if we can snipe a Preakness here with Big Friday. Which doesn't make sense because technically we'd be racing on Saturday, but you know the point.
The horses are on the track.
And again, it's a typical Preakness. It's rainy and it's cloudy and it's ugly. Oh my goodness, so annoying at Pimlico. Stop it! Does somebody put some voodoo on that track? Maybe the renovation will actually bring it consistently warm weather. Don't get me wrong, I know it's part of really seeing the tough horses, but sometimes I like seeing a clear Preakness. And granted, I think we've been more lucky as of the last more of I would say of the last 2 to 5 years in general, mixed on and off depending on the year individually. But in general, the Preakness always, I would say in the last decade, has seemed to lean more of a sloppy race type of day than a dry one. Whether it started dry and then ended up sloppy during the race or not, it's I just feel like it's always raining during the Preakness more often than not. I can't be crazy. But I'm trying to win this race at Big Friday here. Nice. Another time getting the 7 with him, so it's weird. I dropped those 3 races with him in a row, and then all of a sudden it's we're figuring it out together again, right?
They are midway down the back stretch.
Getting back into the swing of things, getting our mojo back in line. But yeah, I think Marksman, I'm going to drop into grade 3s and grade 2s and probably have that be the end of his racing. I don't think there's anything left to prove, and that race kind of proved it for me. Okay. Gonna be tough. Gosh, yep, that was my fault. Sorry. Just try to make that work. Okay, well, we have a lot of energy. We can make it work. It's going to be a tough work. It's going to be a tough work. Come on, Big Friday. Furlong and a half left to go. He's got plenty of time. We need top 4, but it's going to be really challenging. He's got plenty of endurance. He's making a run here. Making a run, Big Friday, down the stretch with half a furlong left to go. We're closing. Man. I got him going way too long. That was certainly a race we could have won, was it not? 3rd still for Big Friday. I'm just so happy we are back in the swing of things. That makes me feel freaking great. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, man, that's just a race I hesitated a little bit on. Everybody watching could have obviously said that, so we don't really need to, harp on it, right? It's kind of unnecessary. But, yeah, I'm just glad that, I'm in a rhythm, man. What good is, winning if you're not in a rhythm with the horse, right? It just need to be in a rhythm, and I think we're there, and that's just the case of me just hesitating a little bit, getting blocked a bit, I've seen jockeys do inquiries for less stuff, you know what I mean? That's something that realistically probably would have had an inquiry, right? So, yeah, really, really happy about that one. Sorry, just making an update here. And, yeah, just wish I would have gotten going a bit sooner. Yeah, course loss, not good on the spurt, but again, that's the Preakness. I just threw him in that race a week after running. That's still a pretty good result, is it not, for a horse that was, come on, man. That's a late entry, finishing 3rd, okay? That's headlines. So, yeah. Rapid Blade, she's up here, Singapore. I think she'll close the card. She's the favorite, as she should be, but it's going to be a tough race. Pretty stacked field. Grand Tempest Radiant. Bay Green Express, Visible Melody. Large Flag, Missing Whale. I'm just giving these horses random, I don't know, cartoon show type of, intro names for no real reason, but I just felt like doing it. Doesn't matter. It's all about our baby today, our 6-year-old mare, Rapid Blade. She's a beast. I don't care what anybody says. Put some respect on her name. Long live Bolero Butterfly Effect. I finally got her in the working window. She's on a roll. It's my race to win, my race to lose, and I don't feel like losing with Rapid Blade right now. So, not really taking that for an answer. No, sir. No, ma'am.
It's a
Not at all.
beautiful night for racing.
It's a beautiful night for racing. A beautiful night for racing. You might have closed the card.
The horses are in the gate.
All right. All right. Here we go, rapidly. Good start. Now we just need to move to the front. I like this track, one of my favorites, and I enjoy watching Singapore racing on twinspires.com. So, hopefully this is a race. Who is Missing Whale? You know what? I respect you. I'm not going to tell you to cut it out, but I'm telling you to cut it out. Because I don't think it's not your race to win today. Stop it. But I'm on Rapid Blade, and I can push the pace as high as I want to. I'm just seeing how far a Missing Whale wants to go, and not that far. Like I thought. Like, cut it out. There. Boom. There we go. Should be an easy win, easy ride here. Close out. Oh, Missing Whale upset. That's what you get. You should have just stayed back there. Like, I know you're a front runner too, but like, why are you going like 8 lanes ahead of the field? Just like, I don't know, get 3 or 4 lanes ahead and like chill out. Instead of making me having to overtake you, which, yeah, kind of caused all that to happen, right?
Okay, this is where the race is won.
This is my play-by-play commentary. But, gosh, I'm so glad Rapid Blade turned out to be like a monster, man. I feel like people were kind of doubting her in the beginning, but certainly anybody watching shouldn't be doubting her now, right? Where's the field? Are you kidding?
And they're in the home stretch.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Rapid Blade. Like I said, you guys, long live Bolero, the Sire, Butterfly Effect, the Broodmare. Remember those two. Rapid Blade dominates the Singapore Grand Prix. She's on a roll. Let's go! It's another win for my baby. She's a project horse, keep that in mind as well. She's our long-lived Bolero bloodline and Butterfly Effect as well, which is really a project horse of mine. So, she's the community horse as well as a personal project I've developed over the pedigrees, and boom! Rapid Blade. Forward motion always. Wins the Singapore Stakes. Grade 1 Grand Prix. By 7 lengths over Ancient Melody. Ha! Oh, Missing Whale finished 13th. Go freaking figure. Like I said, the horse should have just been busy just setting a comfortable pace at the front. Nobody was challenging. We didn't need to be 7 and 8 lanes ahead of the field at the time. And it cost Missing Whale the race. But in our case, oh man, we blew it away by 7 lanes. Boom with the fast pace. Boom with the 12,000 eval score. Rapid Blade is so freaking awesome. Genuinely, so happy. Like, yeah, she's peaked at 6 years, but again, this is why I like these type of horses. They're so worth it once they peak because they just explode. And the winning streaks are like an adrenaline rush for me, and like that's why I enjoy breeding certain horses with certain types, even though it may look weird and odd and kind of quirky to you guys. There's a very, very specific reason for it. It's how my brain works, okay? It's how my critical thinking brain works. Rapid Blade. It gets it done. 28 lifetime starts, 14 wins, 3 places, 4 shows. That is 21 finishes in the top 3 out of 28 starts, considering a later growth type. Only 4 grade 1s. I'm hoping I can rack that up, but you know what? Not really concerned because she's a horse I will race until she retires, so there is no worries here with this 6-year-old mare by Long Live Bolero out of Butterfly Effect. Look at the pedigree. Great Bolero by... Great Bolero was by... Gosh, who was Great Bolero by? I can't remember. Do you guys remember? Great Bolero was by Bionic somebody and Scabbit. Abigail, do you remember? Does anybody remember? I think Great Bolero was by Bionic Club and Scabbit. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think, or Bionic something. I can't. Bionic something and Scabbit. Correct me if I'm wrong. Scabot. Night Breeze is in there. Onyx Prince, Swabbuster, Western Tiger, Irish Fleet. Rapid Blade, finally, I think, is that willfulness, man. You sense it in there, right? You see it in there. She's got some speed, and like I said, she's explosive. I definitely feel a bit of Night Breeze in there, because she's still in the chart. I think it matters. Rapid Blade is 4th generation herself, but Night Breeze, she's still not that far off. So happy. They wanted her the grade 2 all-comers. That's stupid. Do you have a title? I don't think you do. My baby doesn't even have a title. Here's what we're doing. I'm chasing the grade 1. Well, obviously it's a grade 1. I have to say that, but you guys know what I mean. I don't know if we should go for the Queen Mile. The turf. I think we should do the mile. We should give it a shot. I want to get her a GWS at some point. She can run anything, technically. So she can run the dirt, she can run the turf. Wherever she's going to win, that's where I'll put her. That's what's important for her this year. Like, she's already won enough. I don't need to prove that she can win grade 1. She's won 4. Most horses don't win 1. Okay, right? So let's see what she can do on the second week of June for the Queen Mile Stakes at a mile. It's not her preferred range or distance, but I think she's capable. Well, actually, no, she is. Yeah, she can run a mile. So this might be perfect. Maybe she'll be a mile champion at the world stage. So excited. So we'll see how that goes for Rapid Blade. Marksman. Yeah, I'm going to drop you in class, buddy, and we're just going to kind of ride this thing out. Yeah, I mean, like I said, he peaked about... probably earlier this year, maybe last year, but... like I said, it's 2 back-to-back drops for me. Or not drops, the Fleet Stakes just... yeah, that's a race I would ideally want to win, but look, still, 21 lifetime starts, 11 wins, 2 places, 2 shows. So what, if you add that up, slow it down there, you have 15 finishes in the top 3 of your 21 starts. Again, making people a lot of money with 3 grade 1s. Same position as Rapid Blade, really nothing to prove. If you want to overachieve, then you overachieve with the horse. Me, again, not my style, so I say, hey, let's drop in class, let's ride this thing out, and then call it from there. You know what I mean? Get ready for a stud life. So, where I'm at a mile in this grade 3 Fairmont, I'm actually going to give you a layoff. As long as I can, not too long, because we're still technically pretty good running shape. Run you 10, grade 3 in August. Yeah, perfect. And sometimes that makes those races a little bit more enjoyable for me when I've had the layoff with the horse, you know what I mean? So, Big Friday, S ranked, he moves up. Not feeling well after that Preakness, but still not telling me his speed rating or his max length. Okay, and range. That's okay, buddy. We're gonna give you a layoff. And they want you in a grade 2. Top 3 go to Prince Cup. Cool, yeah. Still on for 3-year-old colts, so there's really no panic there. I think that's it. Alright, Obvious Melody, are you in any of these races? Blue Spring, are you hiding out in an open? No. Stock card when we come back next time. 7 graded stakes races here. Golden Oaks with Heart of Stone. Excuse me, sorry about that. Grade 2 America with Rock Ya Hurricane. Here I am, rocking like a hurricane. Gosh, love that song, man. Oh my goodness. Put that song, I'm rocking out. I don't care what's happening, I'm stopping and I'm rocking out. Desert Runner, 5-year-olds. Horse up in the grade 2 Columbia. Then we have the Dublin 1000 with Phoenix Rising, our 3-year-old filly representing us. The Dublin 2000 with 3-year-old filly. Stablemate, You May Be Promised representing us. And the Regal Stakes going a mile with Flying Home, coming home to Long Beach to represent us once again. And closing out Dublin Gold Cup with Revenge, 4-year-old colt. Really, really fun card. Most of our stable horses, obviously. Most of our custom stable horses, with the exception of Desert Runner. And personally, horses I've been really wanting to race a little bit more, so I'm glad. When we come back, that's how we're kicking off the card. But yeah, guys, Dream Series. Later this year, a couple months. I'm trying to get to it, so we have a chance to win it, but it's going to be tough. Eastside Band, I don't think I'm not retiring her. Unless I like I want to race Eastside Band as long as possible. She's my best horse ever, and I want to see what's the best I can do with her to set her as the ultimate benchmark for any Gallop Racer game I play for the rest of my life. And to overachieve what she does, and then overachieve that horse. That's how I keep this game fresh, the series fresh, even if I upload less of it over time. That's how I keep reinventing it along with some of the other features, right? And hopefully you guys understand you're on board with that. Just a reminder, we play this on hard, not menu difficulty. Hard. Oh, but speaking of the menu, yeah. It'd be nice if we could change some of the things like mid-race if they would have given us the options, some of the menu options, as opposed to, or I should say the UI interface of like maybe, gosh, I don't know. Like, does this game even factor wind? I don't think it does, right? Not like Horse Racing Manager 1 or anything like that. So, no leads, no nothing like that. But besides the point, oh, I'm finally maxed out, huh? Finally maxed out again. 99, booming. Finally, all my special skills are there except for tactics. I'm missing that one, ironically. Cornering, Hitman, Masterful, Filly, Rough, 1, Windmill, Closing, Smasher. And close with everybody except for Pink, because she's weird. She likes me, maybe, or maybe she doesn't. I don't really care. We're leading nationally, internationally with 7 grade 1s, 40 wins, 4 places, 8 shows, 68 lifetime 68 starts this year, 58% win average, 215,000 in earnings. I'm winning my races more often than not, and the horses are doing an amazing job. So let's have a good slew of greatest stakes races next time we come back. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Until next time, it's HRG signing out. Have a great fantastic day. I'll see you later, and goodbye.